Hey everybody, it's Angel from Halo Inspirations. We give you inspirations to help you spread beauty and joy through your quilting journey. Day seven. So what are we doing today? We are doing another ruler. So each method has 3 motifs each during this 12 days of quilting. This is our second ruler. All of the prior videos are put in a playlist on this channel. So if you look under quilting motifs, I believe it is, you'll be able to find all 7 as of now. And when we're done, we'll be at 12. So there'll be 12 different motifs in 4 different methods. That's walking foot, rulers, free motion, and stencils. So those are your 4 methods, and each one again has 3 different motifs. I'm trying to keep this very beginner friendly. So even if you're very experienced, maybe you'll see something that can inspire you. Maybe you're not going to do exactly what I'm showing you, but it'll, spark a little creativity in your mind and your soul to maybe do something different. So which ruler are we doing today? So the last ruler was a straight ruler. This ruler it's called Taj. And it is another one. All 3 that I'm doing for this series is designed by Angela Walters for Creative Grids. So it's Taj. And I took a picture so that it would be easier to see because it's see-through, right? So that is the ruler that we will be utilizing today. You can find that ruler and all the rulers that I showed during this video series inside our shop. I do carry them in there for you if you're looking for them an easy way. This does require a ruler foot. We discussed a ruler foot more in depth on the first video. I'll put a link for that above. And of course your sewing machine, right? And a practice sandwich. So before I go on with the other things that I use, where are we going? Which designs? Because there's a lot of things that you can do with Taj. So I try to keep it limited because, I don't want to overflow the information. Plus, I'm trying to keep it a little simple. My first one I'm going to show you, and I did take pictures of all these, but the first one I'm going to show you is my favorite. And that is, it's just like a little star, a little flower that you can put in the middle of a block. And then I did a little bumpity bumps for some borders, and this could look very good in the sashing. So I do have those pictures hanging up there. I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you'll have a lot of fun, and maybe if you have Taj or are looking at getting Taj, you'll be inspired to try those too. So also, as usual, I'm using Chrome Pro Schmetz 9014 quilting needles. And I am also using machine gloves, yay, Orfil thread 50 weight, and my Sew Slip mat, which I have fallen more and more in love with the more I use it. So all of those things can be found in our shop also. The only thing you can't is a sewing machine, the ruler foot, and the sandwich, right? So you got to have the sandwich. Yeah, so I think I'm done talking. Let me go ahead and dive in and get this started, guys. Hope you enjoy. See you in a second. Okay, so for this 12 days, and on our ruler, I am using Taj, like I probably said earlier. So the Taj Low Shank Creative Grids, designed by Angela Walters, and I absolutely love this ruler. It's a lot of fun. Makes some fun designs, and I'm just going to show you a couple of them. And the first thing I'm going to do, put my gloves down, I'm so sorry, over here. I did make a grid on my practice sandwich just because I don't have any lines or anything to work with, and I kind of want to keep it a little bit straight. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lower my needle as center as I can get it. I'm not too stressed about it. And I'm going to pull up my threads. Okay. Pull up that bobbin. See which way it is here. Probably get something really long. Oh. Pull this out of the way. Don't know which side I'm supposed to be pulling on, but it's not. It is really long, isn't it? Let's do it this way. Nope. Oh boy. It happens. There it goes. So, oh, that was fun. So let's just, I'm going to get that untangled. I'm going to go ahead and come down a little bit. Oh. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the needle right back, using my hand wheel, right back into the hole I started. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the needle up. I'm going to have to pull it down again because I want to put this inside. Nope, it's still sitting there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that presser foot down. Always make sure you're not in the way. Now, see, by doing that, if you'll notice, it doesn't come out of that slit. Okay, so that's why I did lift the presser foot and the needle. I probably, look, I didn't even have to lift the needle again. See, you just want to make sure you get it in there after you get it lined up. And I think you're really going to like this design. So I'm lining up back here along this line as best as I can see it through a camera. And I'm also taking a peek at the two lines that I drew on the sides along here. They should line up in some form or fashion. I'm going to go ahead and get my, I'm hoping it's 11 for, I've been struggling with some tension learning this machine, but it will work for now. Before, I'm going to pull these down. I want to be able to hold on to it a little better because they'll start sinking. So line this back up again, and I'm just going to go around the inside. And you are basically keeping everything inside, and I'm running my fabric keeping that ruler touching the ruler foot. Now once I come back full circle, I'm going to turn it. And again, get this string out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and line up that line. Line up the other two lines. Now you have to be careful if you got a bar like I do that you don't get stuck in there. Like it has happened, and it smarts, and you'll jump. But we just go around again. Okay, once you come back to the center, turn the ruler again, making sure I'm lined up down here, and I'm lined up along that line, that the crosshairs with these registration lines that help you immensely. Remember, watch out for that needle bar that comes up and down. Don't get too close. Whoop. Moved a little. Make sure we're good. And I got some strings in the way over there. I really don't want to run over them. And I typically will bury them, but this particular design, you'll see I can probably cut it. One more. So I'm gonna, whoop, instead of turning the fabric, I'm trying to show you that you can turn the ruler. Okay, and again, I'm going to align it up along that drawn line. And we're just simply going to, again, do the last one. Yeah, that was fun. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and lift. I'm gonna go ahead, yeah, I'm gonna pull this out. And I'm going to show you what a beautiful little design this can create inside of one of your blocks. And I have to bury that thread, but for demonstration purposes, I'm going to go ahead and bury that one. The first one I did is pretty much locked in there. I feel like I need a bury. I'm a barrier. I can't help myself. But you can really see what a cute little design that can make. And it's really easy and fun. Let's check my back tension, guys. Oh, looking pretty good. Okay, so that's one way to use it. Now, another thing that you can do with the inside is you can actually make for like, and I'm going to use a different one. You can actually, like if you were doing, I'm trying to think what they're called, sashing, you could use the inside here. You can, and I'll demonstrate that in a minute, but you can also do a border outside. So many different things. It's awesome if you can find a tool that can be used in a lot of different ways. And this is just absolutely one of those tools. When you get a ruler and you start to understand how rulers work and what you need to, you know, how it comes out to shapes and different things like that. I'm trying to make sure that I stay. I'm going to do a little test run because I'm on a practice sandwich. Yep. Okay. So I want to make sure where I start. And I did draw another line. You'll see it. But it's just a straight line. So I had something to go by. Matter of fact, let's come down a little bit on it. All right. I'm going to pull that bobbin thread up once again. Hopefully I don't get anything crazy long. Nope, I didn't. Okay. You gotta love it. Fun in the quilting room. Okay. So I'm going to use, what am I going to use here? Hold on, I'll tell you in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and use the bottom of the ruler. You don't have to. You can go to, well, you know what? I'll do this line. Let's play. So I went to the second line. I'm lining it up along the bottom of the ruler. I'll show it to you a little better here in a minute. And I'm just simply going to trace it all the way up. When I get to the top, I'm going to go ahead, I keep that point on there, and I'm going to come back around. Whoop, I think I just moved it. No, okay. I'm going to come back around. Until I get to my line. Okay? And then I'm just simply going to move the ruler over, lining up. Here, let me show you since you're closer. I'm taking this second line and I'm lining it underneath the drawn line, okay? So I keep things pretty darn consistent. So you get some symmetrical things that go on. And I'm just going to simply go back. Following this ruler up to its point. I do tend to slow down at the top just because we're going around that point, and come back the other side. I think I moved it again. Yep, I did. It's all good. You'll feel it. And you can come on back down to the line again. And of course you can move it once again, and you can keep this cute little border pattern. I'll pull it out here in just a second. But what I am going to do is I'm going to come across the bottom here. Not quite even, but I just want to show you something. See if I went too far. I did, so I'm going to go back. I'm basically going to line this up I'm trying to eyeball what the middle is. Okay. And I'm going to go up again the other direction. And if I had done a whole line, you can go back and go through it at that point, down the middles, or you can leave it. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and cut threads. Okay. And look how darling. I'll definitely take a picture for the end so you can see it better pulled out. But isn't that cute? So super cute. So love it. Now, of course, down here, the idea is you're probably going to be sewing along a seam line. So you would stitch in the ditch along here, and so that you wouldn't necessarily see it. And yeah, super cute. Super cute. Love it. Isn't that darling? Isn't it just, I'd make a really cute border. Okay, so that's the demo part. So let me go ahead and come back at you. I almost forgot to show you the sashing with the inside of it. So I'm back. This time I've preloaded, since you've already seen me do that. And I have my ruler in, and again, we're working from the inside, and it's a little different. But you'll do some backtracking, but because it's not so hard, whoop, I got stuck. Okay, once you come back, I'm going to go around one more time because I should have started on the other side, but I didn't. So we're just going to go around again. Okay, and I'm going to flip it so I'm at the point. And I'm just kind of guesstimating about the middle. And I'm going to do that again. And I think this time I'm going to make the other side darker. Whoops, got away from it. Whoop, there we've got lots of fun there. All right, then when you come back, then we flip it the other direction. And now if you were in a sashing, you're going to be able to see better what you're doing and keeping it straight. I don't want to get my hand. Okay, and I think you get the point of what I'm creating. So I'm going to go ahead and cut threads here. And I just thought of something. Just like this, instead of closing it off, I'm going to go down the other way. We're going to keep going for a minute. Whoo, getting close. Okay, go up the other way. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and cut threads. So what you see is you'll get a nice little loop thing, okay? And what I did at the end here, and again, I'll pull this out and take pictures when I come back, but I did just like a little wave. You can do little waves. And of course, then you could echo on this. You could do a straight line through it. There's a lot of stuff you could do with this neat little wave that's going on. So I will come back at you for real this time, and I'll take pictures so you can see them a little better. So I'll see you guys in just a sec. Wasn't that fun? Yeah. I love ruler work. And you know, I know it's going to sound kind of silly, and I can't remember exactly what it's called, But remember when, well, they still have them like in the arts and crafts or the toy section of anywhere for kids. You know, that little thing where you take a pencil and you make different shapes, Spyro something rather. That's what ruler work reminds me of. I know, sorry. So I was thinking about a couple of things as I was stitching. So this flower, if you really wanted to not cut threads in the middle, you could retrace back to one of the points where it crosses over and then finish off with maybe a stem and go off of your block. And of course, if your block was larger, you could do more than one. As a matter of fact, you could almost meander in between it with just a line, maybe. I don't know. It's something to play with. So you don't have to cut threads in there, is my point. I encourage your creativity to get out. And like I said, I would trace it back to where they overlap and then continue on, and maybe even put a little leaf on it, on the side, so you knew it was a stem. So that was one idea. The other thing, as far as the sashing one, so I showed you where I overlapped, and you very well can, but if you want to stop where you start, so at the end, I just did one side going along, dipping, dipping, dipping. So and you could do the one side going all the way across, okay? And then you would come back and go on the other side and finish it off. That way, remember, we do talk about when you do a quilting plan or when you're doing your quilting, you always want to kind of have an idea where you're going. So if you wanted to start on one end and finish on the same end, then I would just simply do it on one side all the way through and then go back the other direction, and it'll help you keep you straight too. So that'll help you start and stop on the same end. Now, if you wanted to start on one end and finish on the other, you could either do one side or you could do like I did and you backtrack on one of them. So just some food for thought for you. It's very versatile. I think there's a lot you could do with this. It could go in a small border too. I think that would be really cool. There's a lot of stuff I'm seeing with that. But I hope that was inspirational for you. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, I'm here for you. You can put them right down below in the comments section, or you can visit us at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Facebook, where we do a live Quilting and Answers live Q&A session. I'm there every day. I drop a video. I've been right there at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on that Facebook for chit-chatting about it, and you know, questions, comments. I've had a lot. I think I might end up doing a review because there's been some really great questions y'all have asked. So, but I will be there. Hope to see you there. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this, and I hope it's inspiring to try some ruler work. You got to get yourself together with the whole ruler and the ruler foot. But you know, once you get that going, it's actually a lot of fun. You can create some things that I personally couldn't create without it. So there's no way you're going to watch me free motion some of this stuff. So, and then of course that straight ruler, can't live without it. So I hope you enjoyed it. But tomorrow is the next day, day 8. And tomorrow we will be doing a stencil, another stencil coming right at you. Hope you enjoy that also. But until next time, guys, y'all know how this works. May y'all continue to be inspired, productive, ever so joyful, never stop believing, and never stop making your dreams in quilting come true. I love y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by. I'll see you all soon. Happy quilting to you guys.